Okay, I'm Don Hagge, and I'm a farmer at heart. The reason I'm in the wine business is I got tired of high tech, and I had a farming background. When I moved to Portland to be CEO of a semiconductor company, venture capitalists got me there in 96, and I biked a lot. And I fell in love with the countryside and decided to buy land and start farming and learn how to make wine. But I got into wine when I was a student in Berkeley in the late 50s. And the guy who got me most interested was Robert Mondavi. They were very small. There were 5 or 6 wineries in Napa. Robert and Peter were always around, and all the other old guys. So that's when I got hooked. And then I did postgrad in France and discovered more about wine, and so wine was with me from then on. And when I decided to make the change, obviously I wanted to make wine. Now I have 20 acres in the Willamette Valley, mostly Pinot Noir, but I'm not. I like to be a little different. I have some Tempranillo and Syrah. And I'm about the only one around there in that region that has it. It takes a lot of heat, and I have a very hot site in a couple of spots. So I'm able to get it right and be a little different. Many times when tourists come around and they see that I have wines other than Pinot, their eyes light up because they're kind of Pinot out. Yeah. And I do some Chardonnays. I'm starting to do more Chards. But focusing on the Pinot Noirs. The reason for the names, by the way, I have 3 grandchildren and 3 clones. The first one I think you're having is called 3 Clones. It's a blend of the 777, 115, and Pommard. And I use the grandchildren's names. Brigitte is my little granddaughter, 777, and her sister Mirabelle is 115, and their cousin Hans is Pommard. He's a husky boy. That's the big one. Those 3.
What's the last one's name?
Hans, H-A-N-S. That's on the bottle, Hans Pommard. Now the single clones get 18 months of aging, where the 3 clones, which is the one I make the most of, since I have such limited space, that gets about 11 months. I have to clear out the barrel room and get the barrels ready for the next harvest. Everything is done with the indigenous yeast, minimal intervention. We're certified sustainable under the LIVE program in Oregon, which is a pretty rigorous program. It's not organic. It could be almost, but I don't like the paperwork. We don't use pesticides ever, and I use a small amount of herbicide sometimes in the spring, really early, but not even often. But from there on, nothing.